for several years now, the ministry has had in place what they call backward integration program. Okay. A backward integration program is aimed at, trying to, reduce, tariffs and import duties for some products that come in largely as raw materials, with the hope that with time, those who benefit from such an incentive are able to develop the country's capability in the production of the final product. And this has taken place not just with sugar, there are several other products that are enjoying that. So sugar, beyond, is less a household item compared to it being an industrial item. So industries and all that are going to continue to need, have the requirement for sugar and its related, products and items. So it's, is it in terms of power, in terms of ethanol, in terms of pharmaceuticals and all of that. So sugar is, so rather, what the challenge that I find is that the national sugar, policy that has been on, the last, more than 10 years or so, doesn't seem to have been able to achieve its purpose, because in spite of how much, duties, companies have been exempted from, it's not been reflected in terms of how much, sugar is produced in country, and all of that. I thank God that the present leadership of the National Sugar Development Council, is now tying the quota that is allocated and approved for each of the beneficiary companies to their performance in terms of, what kind of farms, sugarcane farms do they have, in terms of what kind of productive capacity are they able to install, and all of that. It started it last year, and I think that when the DG wrote to me, requesting, a letter to Mr. President for approval of the 2025 quota for these companies, this was demonstrated, and you could see that some gains and some achievement had been recorded. And if it's sustained for 2025, for 2026, in terms of tying the quota allocated to performance in terms of the various criteria and yardstick, would seem to do better in this sector.
Right.